Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of a mold unboxing slash impressions video, and we're going to be taking a look at this 2-inch curly tail grub mold from Epic Bait Molds. Super nice mold, super well machined. I've shot it a few times already, but I want to share my experience with you guys so that if you're in the market to buy this mold, then you can watch this video and decide if it's the right mold for you. So when you get into curly tail molds, the size of the bait kind of varies depending on how you measure it, because some people measure it while the bait's hanging and the tail is extended, and some people measure it while it's in the mold. So to avoid any confusion, here in a minute, after I give you guys a close-up look, we're going to put the tape measure on it. That way you guys can see exactly what size it is, and kind of get a better understanding if it's the right size for you, because they also make a 3-inch and all the way up to really huge ones for saltwater or whatever you would use those for. I'm in Oklahoma. I don't really use those that much. So as far as stuff that comes in your box, you'll get a thank you card from Epic Bait Molds. You will get some awesome stickers. These are really high quality, usually a fish sticker and a square sticker, and you will also get usually a marling bait sticker if you order a marling mold, but for this mold it is just an Epic Bait mold, so you will get the Epic stickers. Then you'll get a little bit of a packing slip with your order information on it, and yeah, that is what you get in the box, besides a whole bunch of packing paper. They're very well packaged so that they don't get damaged in shipping. So I'm going to take you over here under this light. We'll get some better looks at this, and then we'll put a tape measure on it so you guys can see exactly what size you're dealing with. Okay, so now that we got this going, we're going to put the tape measure on this, and you can see that it is not 2-inch while in the mold. It is a lot closer to about 1.5 inches in the mold, and then with the tail extended you will get that 2 inches. So it's not 2-inch while in the mold, it is 2-inch outside the mold while that tail is extended. It is, yeah, not quite 1.5 inches, it looks like, and depending on your tape measure, things matter when it comes to stuff like that. It is right at 1.5 inches pretty much. So with that being said, their actual dimensions will be on Epic's website, but just don't be thinking that it is 2-inch while it is in the mold in this shape. It is not quite that big, so that way you know. Okay, we're going to shoot this bait in a couple colors for you to check out. First color being our Danger Melon, which is the equivalent of a watermelon red, thereabouts. So I'm going to pull some of this up, and it takes barely any plastic. Like my injector handle barely moves, so doesn't take a lot of plastic. Super small cavities, so there is that. The mold, the Danger Melon, and as you can see, there is the color there. Super good looking color. Pull this apart, and as you can see, they turned out really good. Tails filled in nice. I've shot this mold quite a few times, and I have not had I've only had one issue ever in all the shots that I've done with this, and I've done a lot. And it was the top one, the tail didn't fill out one time. So really? And that could have been because my plastic was too cool or whatever, who knows. But yeah, so really overall, I've had extremely good success out of this mold. So as you can see, they look really good. There they are hanging. The tails have really good action. I've actually even fished this bait, and they do kick really well, so not bad. We have some of this super bright MF chartreuse pepper over here. So I'm going to pull some of this up. Don't mind me, I'm just going to shoot another mold real quick before I shoot the 2-inch, because the 2-inch takes barely any plastic, so I like to be efficient. Have this color really warm. So that is the 2-inch there. I'm just going to top off this other mold. You don't really have to top off the 2-inch, but I always do anyways, just to be safe. So that way you don't have to worry about getting the air pockets in there. So we'll let this cool off, and then we'll do a demold of this 2-inch curly tail in the MF chartreuse. Time to demold this MF chartreuse. If you can tell, the sprue's different. I've actually shot this 2 more times before this round, so you get to see a few demolds of this. But yeah, there is the MF chartreuse. Really bright color, looks really good, and it really fits the curly tails. They look good. There is that one. And then here is the first one that I demolded. As you can see, baits look really good. And then here is the second one I did. So yeah, super consistent, looks really good. Really happy with how these turn out. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a sense of scale, how small these are. They are definitely on the smaller end of the curly tail spectrum, so be aware when you buy that that's what it looks like in my hand. So it is pretty small. So if you're looking for something a little bigger, you might want to go on up to the 3-inch or something like that. So just a little idea of scale there. So there you have it. That is kind of a little bit of an overview and my impressions on that 2-inch Epic Curly Tail Grub. It is 16 cavities. You saw the measurements. You saw how the shots shook out and all that. So yeah, overly pleased with that. So yeah, I've only had that one issue I told you about, and you'll actually, if you're really keen, you might notice it in the last video. The top left one, I think the tail didn't fill out, and I didn't catch it until afterwards. So that is something that you might notice if you have a real keen eye. Also, if you want to know how to package these, there is a video, the last video covers that, and this is how I'm packaging them. And like I said, if you want more information on that, you can just head on over and watch that video. If you want to pick up that mold for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description below to Epic Bait Molds where you can head on over there and pick that up. There'll also be a link in the description to the Etsy store where I have all my baits. Any money that you spend there gets to go directly back into this so that I can keep making these videos for you guys. That money goes to new molds, it goes to new colorants, new flakes, anything like that that I can explore on the channel, stuff to do unboxings with, and all that. So all your support really does go back into the channel. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for sticking around. Stick around for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. You'll have a chance to win some awesome baits and some really cool stuff. So definitely hang around for that. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one.